Hello everyone, welcome to Easter stream. As you know, today we'll be testing, or rather previewing, Mantis banner, which is a new banner that just been added to to test server. Right, so I'm gonna log in into the game, but I want to let you know that there's an issue on test server, at least with my account. Most of other who has access don't have that issue. I've been struggling with that for 2 weeks. The devs fixed it once, then team test server went down for almost a week, and well, for 3 days basically, and then the issue just came back. Okay, so here we are. As always, a reminder that everything that you see today is due to change. This is a test server environment, and I know already that there will be changes made to the Mantis banner on top of what you're gonna see today. So don't take anything you see today for granted. The banner will be better than it is currently on test server, um, and I'll mention the buffs when we go through. I'm not certain about one, but I'm pretty certain about 6-star, which is a max out banner buff. So if we go to the offensive, we're gonna find Mantis. Mantis is a Rampart commander who is really lackluster at the moment. He just dies. Okay. So what I'm gonna show you before I actually go through the skills is I'm not gonna test the top tier teams first. Okay. First, I want to see how the banner can help Mantis survive in a really defense oriented Melodia team. Okay, so this is a Rampart team that might not be what most of you are playing, because most of the players play Rampart as a second or third team. So you obviously can't use Sister and Judy. Remember, this Judicator has a maxed out banner. So basically, you might not be playing that because you can't utilize these units. But I want to put as much defensive power in my team. Okay, you could play it with Itinerant Priest, add some offensive power with Dark Elemental instead of Judy, and play totally different front line. Okay, but this is what I want to try first. And my enemy team is a team that deals tremendous damage for melee units. Okay, so we have Dark Elemental, who's bane of all offensive units until they get the HP cap. We got Fallen Angel, who's doing a similar thing, and we also get Ice Demon with maxed out banner, and we got Abyss Lord. Okay, so basically, as you can see, this is a very good team right now. I believe this is like top 4, top 5 team currently. If you can play it, obviously, not many players can play that at the moment. But yeah, this is what I want to try first, and just to make sure we got the right domain. So we should have that. We should have that. Okay, so that's good. We got 2 here, and we need 2 domains here. Okay, remember Venom Spawn also maxed out banner. Okay, so this is quite expensive team with Phoenix, who will boost the damage of Dark Elemental and Ice Demon. And what I'm expecting to happen is, and this is the issue I wanted to highlight, guys, and this is what I'm not going to do a lot of fights. I'll have to do just a little bit and then record a video for you with everything else. As you can see, it takes about 15 seconds for me to start a fight. Okay, and this is why I had to stop testing the turrets, because it's just taking so much time. Okay, 15 seconds between each fight, and I've done over 200 fights when I was testing turrets for Darmeth. So sadly, I had to postpone it until devs fix it for me. Other content creators, they don't have that issue. It's just my account that's affected. As you can see here, the fight lasted 85 seconds. The team on the right was the winner, and So Dancer lived for 21 seconds. Mantis lived for 18. Okay, and this is the issue with all offensive or melee, even melee, because some charger units die as well, as you can see here. So what we want to see is we want to see the effect that Mantis banner brings to the team. Okay, because I'm gonna show you the same fight where Mantis actually stays alive longer, and surprisingly, it is not against Alamar, and that is against the top tier Alamar build. Well, not top tier because I will not be using Kotos, because Kotos is just an overkill. But yeah, this is currently what 90% of um Alamars are using. Okay, so it's the same team, and obviously I'm not using any turrets on both of the teams, just to have an even ground. Yeah, okay. So let's run that. And again, another 10-15 seconds. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. There's nothing I can do it. This is the issue I have on test server. And this is why, until this is actually fixed, I'll be focusing more on videos rather than live streams. Because obviously it takes a lot of fun and time. Yeah, so this is the same team against Alamar. And obviously once I finish this, basically going through each level of the banner, I'll focus more on Cove, Cove Rampart formation with Samafi. Okay, I want to see if Mantis can be utilized similar to Dark Champion. Because right now, Samafi uses Dark Champion as a splashable unit. Obviously, we're gonna get Kraken after the Fate waiver. Right, as you can see, and this is what surprised me, and I had to ask a couple people is, I did not invest into Mantis yet, and my team is winning against Alamar. So I wanted to ask a question if this is correct, if this is happening, but truth to be told is most of the people can't play this team because they are using Judicator and Sister somewhere else. Happy Easter, Matthew, welcome to the stream. But it does work, okay? That is important, and the reason for that is because there's not much damage to Mantis and Soul Dancer that are able to survive compared to a team that focuses heavily on dealing with those units. Okay, so let's go over the Mantis skills now. Because obviously they didn't release a banner, so you guys don't know what the skills are. So yeah, let's go over here. The first star, which is quite cheap, when gaining a shield or a bubble, increases own crit hit by 300. When gaining domineering shield, increases own attack speed by 30%. Okay, so offense oriented, and this is basically only Mantis buff. Then increases unit damage by 15% and crit hit damage by 10%. The effect is doubled when facing off against enemy units inflicted with slow. Again, personal buff. And as we know, Mantis is rather weak, okay? Now, increases unit damage reduction by 20% and defense by 20%. This is quite good. Next, we got Twin Skies. Mantis decreases the target defense by 800 for 3 seconds and deals damage equal to 180% of its attack to target unit, inflicting bleed on them for 5 seconds. There's a 50% chance of casting this skill again. Okay, RNG, another RNG, but that is quite huge. Targets defense by 800. Okay, that is not small. So we'll see how it performs. We'll see if it actually helps us kill enemy units faster. Now, increases Mantis crit hit by 150, and this effect is doubled when it has shield. Okay, and now is the most important part. If the damage taken from a single attack exceeds 16% of max HP, it becomes immune to the damage beyond that 16%. This is crucial. If you're not sure where you should stop, you should at least get this, okay? This, I believe, will be huge for Mantis survivability. but we will see that later on. That was that. Yeah. Okay. Now the next two levels I'll read after I read Maxim's comments. Sadly, even intense people like you cannot turn off, turn on whatever needed banners of units of the skills when game is never stopping its development. That is true. We can't do that. Other new stuff, something that was useful power. Okay. Yeah, you can't turn off banner of Judy, so your test right now isn't perfectly clear of your understanding. Well, I mean, yes, Maxim, that's right. Obviously, I am testing, previewing, whatever you want to call it, with the units that are at the highest potential. So I am doing basically what most of us can't, and this is sadly this is why the results always differ as well, because you might be playing against a team that doesn't have banner of Judicator, and you'll have totally different results. Anyway, let's continue. So when a friendly hero casts a water type spell, creates a dominary shield equal to 20% of its max HP for itself. Also creates a shield equal to 10% of max HP for each unshielded rampart unit on the battlefield, and purifies one stack of debuff from them. Skill effect lasts for 5 seconds and cooldown is 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 star. Okay, so I've been told okay, and the 6th banner will provide a 40% shield instead of 20, but cooldown becomes 1 second longer. Okay, so I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's either this or that. Okay, so the next one is upgrades Fury to Soul of Universe, additionally increasing all friendly non-Necropolis units crit hit damage and unit damage reduction, and increases all rampart units crit hit. While the domain is active, Mantis inflicts slow on enemy units in a very large area, deals damage. Okay, the damage will also be increased, but the adjustments has been decided but are not added into the TeamSpeak. The damage will be buffed, and the 6th banner will provide 40% shield instead of 20, and the cooldown will increase by 1. Okay, so this will differ on global. This will be stronger on global. And the friendly rampart units gain a shield equal to 20% of max HP. Okay, so basically quite good. These two last buffs are very good for buffing rampart faction. The first, or is it free? Yeah, the last two are to buff your whole faction, well, rampart team basically, and non-Necropolis units. This one is the most important for Mantis itself, and all these four boost Mantis damage and survivability, so it's quite good on paper, right? Obviously, we need to go through all of that, which I would like to apologize, but I wanted to see the stat boost as well, because it's not neglected, okay? It's quite important to get these buffs as well. And while we are here, if you guys got any questions or anything, you can ask that. Hi, I hope I haven't missed much. No, Gary, I just started. I just read the description of the skills, and right now I'm going to upgrade the banner stats. I also did few fights to show the current issue with Mantis and what happens when that issue is not non-existent. So yeah, I managed to win against Alamar, which is really surprising for me because I'm playing Rampart. But obviously, I'm using the units that you can't really use all on their own, basically, like Sister and stuff. What's wrong? Why did it move? That was weird. Hey girls, can you test troll banner as well? Mephi, the troll banner, that was just an April's Fool joke. There's no troll banner, sorry. We were actually not sure when we're gonna get the Mantis banner. I believe we only got it on Friday evening. I went to watch Dungeons and Dragons at the cinema, and then I come back and I received a message that the Mantis banner is available. So I got it if I went to bed, and basically no one really had too much time to test it. But on paper it looks good, but I believe the problem will not be Mantis, it's just how Rampart is currently. Obviously I'll try to find something. As I said before, I'm gonna try and run it with Kov Samafi as well, because there's always a good synergy between Rampart and Kov, as we know. and I really like the Green Dragon Archer form, as I believe it is a really good unit. It's just that Rampart doesn't really have anything good beside 3 units and maybe Druid as a just Rampart faction filler. So yeah, Matthew, sorry about that, but no troll banner. I don't know what banner is next, but obviously once it will be available, I'll try it. But yeah, let's just get that quickly. Okay, that's quite a lot of stats. It's quite expensive as well, truth to be told. These medals are not so easy to get on a live service. Almost finished. Yeah, Dragon Golem will be amazing. I'm actually looking forward to it because Alamars are not an easy opponent, and obviously Darmeth rarely struggles with any kind of um well, the defensive units. Okay, so basically we know we have a chance to win against that, and again I want to test just one thing today, basically how good the banner is to help Mantis to survive. Okay, so this is what I'll be running again. Right, so this is the team that basically demolished my Rampart team previously. Okay, and this is a really strong team, I would say. Obviously, no one's going to play it because no one invested in what's it called? I would actually even dump it. We don't need Apis Law here, but I'm just using it for the sake of that. Okay, and let's just switch the lines this time around. Okay, should be alright. Let's just get the domains. Okay, so that's just stats. Okay, and as we remember previously, that was 18 seconds. Our shoots and bubbles stack with each other without interruption of work each other. Was it tested? Maybe when shield exists, the bubble can't exist for the particular unit until the shield is gone. I believe it's been tested ages ago, but you better off asking that on a Discord. There are more technical people over there than me. I never really get that much into detail for things because I don't play these factions. So yeah, I don't play Cove. I don't play Rampart. So I was never into shields and bubbles. Only how to dispel them. So yeah. Okay, so as we can see, again, we're losing. Okay, and once again, for those who just joined, this is very common as well. So let me quickly do this. That might mean, guys, that the test server is down. Yeah, so just a confirmation, the test server is down. I'll try to log in, but it's been like that for 2 weeks. Okay, it might be just 2 minutes, or it might be not up for another couple days. So hopefully it will be back up soon. If not, I don't think there's anything I can show you. Maybe if I log in my other account. Right, by the way, while you are guys waiting for me to get the test server back on, Sol released a video showing you all the artifacts and what's in the altar this Wednesday. So make sure you watch it in the meantime, okay? Obviously, I was supposed to do it during the stream, but I still can't get it on. Just to show you. As you can see, I'm just pressing that. Hopefully the list will show up, but it's not working. And it's a very common thing lately. If it doesn't go up in the next 5 minutes, I'll call it a day. And yeah. And no yet, Christy, I just started. I didn't even upgrade it to the max. I just added the stats, and the test server just went down. So I'm trying to bring it back one. I mean, no, I don't know, but yeah. But obviously, if I can't do it, if I can't stream it today, I'll try to record a video maybe on Monday, because I'm not gonna do anything tomorrow. I'm not gonna play the game tomorrow at all. So maybe Monday or Tuesday you can expect a video. Basically what I've been doing recently, like 9-minute video about what I think about it, how it works in different formations, and how it performs in different fights, stuff like that. But a quick summary, basically. But with the way the test server has been recently, it is terrible, right? So we'll wait till 20 to 9, and if the server is not up, I'll do the quiz, and we'll finish, right? So let me quickly put some music on in the meantime, some Era of Chaos music, some Heroes of Might and Magic music, obviously. And yeah. There we go, that should be it. So guys, just wait 20 past. That's the one I wanted. 20 to 22, sorry. I'll do the quiz. If the server is not up, then after the quiz, I'll just finish the stream. So let's take a break till 22, and I'll see you there with the quiz. Okay, everyone. Um, so still can't log in into the test server, as I'll show you here. Still the servers are down. So sadly, I will not be able to continue the stream. But I'll promise you, sadly I can't do anything with the game tomorrow, but I will make a video on Monday or even stream on Monday, making an extra stream time. Let me, okay, but I'll just go to banner 6, okay. I'll skip all the levels, get it to 6 star to max out, and then I'll do the tests because sadly I can't do it live. But what I can do is, as always, I'll do a quiz. So there's a chance to win 500 diamonds. So let's just clean out the chat. Let me just put timestamps. Yeah, the test. I mean, the test server went down on Tuesday. Okay, the devs fixed my account on Monday. So I was able to start doing the turrets. I was doing the turrets. Like I've done like 200 fights of turrets Monday, Tuesday. And then during my test on Tuesday, the test server just went down and it's been off till like Thursday evening or Friday morning, and then we got the Mantis banner at Friday evening. So that was terrible for us. No one really had a time to do a proper tests. And as you can see, oh, there we go. Look at this, guys. There we go. Oops, let me just quickly change the screen in case uh something gets spoiled. That should not, in case they change the date. So yeah, we can continue. I know some of you are really excited to get the diamonds and just get over with it. Sorry about that. So what I want to do is today I want to see the levels of the banners, how much impact they got at specific levels, and then I'll try to run some formations. Okay. So here we are, nothing spoiled, nothing changed. We're back in the game, so we could see that the previous fight was lost. So let's move on. Let's start upgrading the banner. Let's not waste time before the test server dies again. So here, damage. Okay, we know damage is not an issue. Mantis is terrible. Well, it's not terrible, it's just not good. We know the reason why he is in this state is because he doesn't have damage cap. And it is important. He just dies too quickly. So I expect something to change at that point. Once we get it, okay. Once we get the 4-star, something will change. Otherwise, it will not. And as you can see, the issue with long loading is still present. Annoying, but yeah. Okay, let's just quickly go over it. Okay, so he's down. I believe I'm just gonna jump to 4-star, guys. As you can see, it takes a lot of time to run these fights. The fight itself run quickly, but yeah, as we can see, the fight is pretty much exactly the same. Mantis still lives 16 seconds. So let's see how much of an impact this HP lock has. Maybe Hate will release a video where he'll test every level of it. Okay, but this is just some unit damage. This will not help. No matter how much unit damage you're gonna put against this team, it will be impossible. Okay, we got another unit damage. So maybe I'll get to the state before this. This is the, yeah. Okay, so let's do that. This is quite good, okay? I'm really interested in that benefit, but obviously if the unit is dead, we will not be able to utilize it. So that is quite cheap, okay? These levels are quite cheap and they are before we get the HP lock. Okay, and I believe the biggest spike will be once we unlock that HP lock. At least maybe it will buy us 10 seconds. Or it will keep that unit alive, okay? The thing is, we want this unit. We want this unit to survive. If Mantis survives and it shows you against Alamar, this team can win. I mean, if you can beat Alamar using Rampart, that's good. Obviously, this Rampart, as I said previously, uses castle units, which we can't really use if we were playing tower faction. But yeah. Okay, so 16 seconds and bam, again, quite quickly. Okay, so at this point, Mantis is still weak. Against a heavy damage oriented team. Okay, let's not forget this is a really heavy oriented team, really heavy damage oriented team. But we got 9 seconds difference with all that buff, so that's a 50% survivability increase. Okay, it's still rather low number, and I don't think this will change it much. Okay, in against this team, but I'm hoping it will at least keep it alive for like 30 seconds. Well, maybe 40-50 seconds, similar to like other units that are surviving. Yes, a Maxim, and I will test it with Samafi as well. Okay, I will run. Oh, did I press it? No, I didn't. I thought that the TeamSpeak just test server just died. By the way, I'm not sure if many of you guys remember TeamSpeak and other stuff like Ventrilo. These were the voice communication programs that were used back in my ages when I was playing World of Warcraft. Emerald Dragon is in the same as Earth Dragon unit or not? Emerald Dragon is the Earth Dragon. Okay, this is another difference between the Chinese and the global version. So here we go again. Okay, 25 seconds. I'm expecting, give me at least 50, okay? Not bad. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. 40 seconds, I believe, was it? It is improvement. Okay. Yeah, 39, as you can see, almost there. Almost there. So Dancer, 37, Trade, 45. Okay. That's fine. Okay, let's max out that banner now. So next buffs, okay, next buffs will be actually quite important. So, and they are quite expensive as well. Welcome, son. So what I want to do is I want to run these fights, okay? Because we will have a shield, an extra shield, and debuff. Okay, removal. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's ensure we actually do that fight, because this is where we are buffing our team as well. Okay, so these two buffs are quite important. Obviously, if you got that far, you'll probably be maxing out this banner if you're playing this faction, or maybe Mantis will be good. I don't think he will be that good splashable unit compared to like DC that is being used in Samafi right now, but well, I'm willing to try it. Okay, I'm willing to put it in instead of DC and see the difference, because I know most players play right now Cove and Necro using both Bone Dragon and DC, but obviously Dark Champion has to have a fully maxed out banner as well. But what I prefer is I'm still using Dark Champion because I have a maxed out banner for it. But instead of running Bone Dragon, I prefer to run Green Dragon in Archer form because it provides so much extra damage, which is quite important. But okay, quite important thing to see. Look at the Druid. We killed Abyss Lord. Okay, so that was quite big buff, I would say. We didn't lose. We drew out the fight. Druid survived the whole battle. Mantis survived 76 seconds. That is way bigger than the HP lock. Right? And let's see the last bit. Okay, so again, more damage reduction and more shields. And guys, remember, Christy, because you just joined as well, I mentioned that this banner will be actually stronger on global, as there are a few buffs happening to it, but they've not been implemented on test server at the moment. So this is why I don't want to do too many fights, because all of that will change. Hopefully we'll get that change on test server on Monday. Uh, so yeah, this is why I just want to show you a preview of what it is, but this will get upgraded, but it's not certain yet. It's not decided if the changes will be implemented or will there be more changes to this banner, okay? The only thing I got so far is that the damage will be buffed and the 6th banner will provide 40% shield instead of 20%, but cooldown becomes a 1 second higher, okay? So we get a bigger shield with an increased cooldown. So yeah, it was 76 seconds, and as you guys remember, this is a heavy melee damage. Well, this is a heavy damage oriented team here, and Mantis still dies. Okay, it's fine. Oh yeah, Edison, obviously I will change everything, okay? I'm just not doing that right at this time, okay? This is something I wanted to be like going forward, okay? The same team that lets Mantis just die. Obviously you can replace Priest, a sister with Priest, and most of the players don't have Judicator with a banner, so they don't use it, but obviously I have a banner here. But I'm not testing that team at the moment, okay? Now I'm going to shift toward other teams. Okay, so obviously maxed out banner still dies, but let's try the same team against Alamar, which we already know this team performs rather well. Mm, I'm not going to use the Kotos version. Kotos version is just too strong. Okay, that sounds reasonable. No, it's not worse, it's just a different seed son. Every time you upgrade a unit, artifact, or change something on your account, you will change the seed, and that seed might have been different. This is why usually we do more than one fight, but with this with this issue I have, which means the loading takes 15 seconds, I'm not gonna do that on live. Okay, I'll do it out of the live. No, that was really long one. I think there might be an issue with the server again, so hopefully I will not get disconnected again. Yeah, I mean, this is quite impressive. I mean, beating Alamar with this team, and as we can see, Mantis survived the whole fight because there's no pressure. As you can see, 1.6% of the whole team damage taken. That is the problem of Alamar, and this is something you can abuse, and this is why even Cove is such good pick against that. Right, but as I said, I don't want to play that, and I don't think many players will play that because we're using these units, okay? And I can do what I've been told to. I can put Priest here, right? And I know it will work better. I can even replace Druid and put Seraph, okay? Or even I wanted to try something else. I wanted to try Light the Dragon. something totally different. Okay. Uh, yeah, let's run that. I know people use Tank Devil in this team as well. They use Seraph. Very flexible, in my opinion. This Rampart team is very flexible because most people don't play it as a main team. They play it as a secondary and third team. So that is the issue. And after this fight, I'm going to switch to Cove. Okay. Uh, yeah, and I'll run Cove into the Darmith. So before I switch to Cove, I'll play this formation against Darmith. And I expect it to lose. And when I change to Cove, oh no, Forest Guard definitely not. The Forest Guard is a terrible unit. It shows it does a lot of damage, but in practice it does not. So as we can see again, I won. And the thing is, why I wanted to put Light Dragon in that team is because there are shields. There's so much things that buff the survival of a Light Dragon. As you can see here, 95 seconds. So nothing dies on that team because there's so much upkeep. And this makes Light Dragon a top damage dealer, out damaging even Dragon Watcher in that team. Okay, this is why I wanted to do it. I wanted to see that because right now we know Light Dragon struggles to survive, just like any other offensive unit. So if I would revert that team back to the one with the Phoenix, I would expect the Light Dragon to die as well. Okay, but since I'm time limited and it's Easter and I don't want to keep you guys too long, let's move to Dartmouth. Okay. So let's quickly build a Dartmouth team. Very basic one. I'm not going to play anything fancy because there's no really need. Dartmouth is rather set in stone when it comes to team, unless you don't have Seraph, which I don't on global. Okay, it's a very basic team. It's really easy to build Dartmouth right now, okay? So we're playing into that. That's fine. We got Paladin here. And did I set up the right domains? I think I did. Let's just remove that. Okay. So I am expecting this team to actually lose because there's so much damage on Dartmouth's side. That might be true, Christy. However, Kraken will be released so soon. I mean, 2 months from now, and we'll have Kraken. And I don't find any other use for Light Dragon at the moment, except for this team that I'm just showing you, because there's so much protection that the Light Dragon can't survive. But yeah, this is interesting. I'm expecting this team to lose. Don't get me wrong. But the issue is the weakest point of Dartmouth are the tanks. If you can manage to take them down quickly, you can win. Yeah, but this is what I was expecting. However, the offensive units died after the tanks died. So that's quite good, okay? Obviously, there's no melee Naga, so that's a little bit of a difference here. If I run the same team with melee Naga, this might look a little bit different. Most people don't use melee Naga right now because it has similar issue to all other offensive units. Right, now let's just see. I think the emblems should be alright. But yeah, and let's run it this time into the Mantis line. Is it the Mantis line here? Yeah, that's fine. So let's see if that changes. Until Kraken, yeah. Until the 2 editions. Yeah, I believe this edition of the Dragon League was the most exciting because only the good 8 players got in. There were no people like getting there from 4th space and stuff like that. So it was really good, and I believe Nova has made a big progress. He was able to take down my account, and he actually got Lenera down as well. So he definitely invested a lot. If it's he, I'm not sure. But yeah, Nova definitely invested a lot in his account during that month. Uh, yeah. Oh, and here we go again, guys. Yeah, if it's down, then I'm just doing a quiz, and I'll do. Yeah, it's down again. Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm not gonna continue that. We don't know how long it's going to be down again. I'll just make some recording on Monday, or I'll even stream on Monday. Okay, I'm not sure how busy I will be on Monday. So yeah, let's just do quickly a quiz. Apologies for that. Nothing that I can do about it. Righty. So let's do a quiz. Easy question. 5 winners. Remember, the fastest wins. Please try not to make spelling mistakes. I only need you to write down one word today, and the answer I'm looking for to the question. The question is, what faction does Mantis belong to? Yeah, Christy, I agree. But see, last Dragon League, I was playing against Tarnum, and I lost due to win-loss bug again. Uh, I think it was in the losers bracket. I was playing against Tarnum, and on my screen, I won. On Azen's Diamond screen, I won. On many other players' screen, I won, but I ended up losing. And I didn't even bother reporting that because it's just the way the game is right now. And they are trying to fix it, takes them ages to do. But yeah, if I knew we're gonna get a good compensation, like some people got diamonds, I would. But 300 diamonds on the icon that I'm playing on in A would not make a difference. Okay, so let's see. Rampart is the correct answer. Edison D. Rosfinol. Oh, sorry, Tal. Yeah, I usually do. You're right. My mistake there. Mephi and Harrell E. So that's these are the 5 winners. Yes, 5 winners according to my chat. Obviously, all of you except for Maxim and Gary Williams answered at basically the same time. Eugenio, you are number 6 on my list. This is basically how it looks on my screen. Let's try again. No, it's still down, guys. The server is still down. Okay, so sadly, I can't do anything. Oh, Andrew. Yeah, so basically on your screen, if you answer at the same time as someone else, you'll always be on top. Okay, this is why we always go with my screen. And as you can see, some people got a quite high delay as Andrew just posted the answer after I actually said the winners. Okay, so let me just quickly look at the names. If I got everyone's data I need to send to Talent. Okay, so today is 8th. Raffinol, I believe I got your data. Yeah, EU16, just to confirm the server you're playing on. Last Laugh EU20, the only person from EU20, which is my server that usually wins something. I think Gura Bay was another person, but Gura has just left the game recently, which saddens me because I've been playing with that guy for like 3 years. He's not been active very much on both streams and in the game recently. So, and he's got a baby on his way. So, yeah, if you're watching, congratulations again. It really changes your life. Mephi, so Edison, Asian EU 68. Who else was it? Mephi, yeah, I'm looking for you. EU22. Oh, Gar Williams, that was a delay on your side, probably. On my screen, actually, Christy even wrote down a message about Jimmy before the first answer showed. And then we got Harrell A. Harrell A. I believe I got you somewhere as well. Okay, let's just quickly do search on the document. Yes, EU87, Harrell. Yeah, good. Oh, you were in the record in the past. Ah, that's terrible. Yeah, sometimes it is. I remember I had a see when I used to stream on both YouTube and Twitch. There was an issue that people on Twitch didn't have delay that I had on YouTube. So basically, if you were watching it on YouTube on Twitch, you were always faster than people on YouTube. And I have the stream on YouTube on the ultra low latency, which means it's live. It's basically whatever you write, I'm seeing it, and whatever I speak, you should be seeing that as well. And even with that, the Twitch people had the advantage. So I decided I'm going to stop streaming on Twitch because I don't like Twitch as a platform. It's just too all over the place, I would say. Like too many widgets and everything. I just like simplicity of YouTube. If you don't know, YouTube Studio is quite simple and stuff. There may not be that many interactions compared to Twitch, but I just like the simplicity of it. I'm an older guy, so well, not that old, but you know. So yeah, and that's why I decided to do it on YouTube. And sometimes there is delay for different people. I try to fix it on my end, but it's mostly on everyone else's end. But yeah, okay, guys. So sadly, this is it. We could see that the Mantis banner really improves his survivability against the team that is heavily damage oriented, especially for the melee units. And we could see that it is also a good boost to Rampart units, as I was able to take Alamar team rather faster. Obviously, during this stream, I was not using the formation you might be using on your server because most people don't play Rampart as a main faction, and the Sister and the Judy they will go towards the tower team. So you need to work with scraps and stuff like that. So you probably will use Blackguard and maybe Dark Elemental in that team with Priest. That is right, you can do that, but yeah. But you can see that the banner is good. Don't get me wrong. The banner for the unit is good, fixes the issues the unit had, helps the overall team, but the problem is the team good? And obviously, I want to see how splashable it is because we know Cove and Rampart has a great synergy. Right now, most Cove players splash Bone Dragon and Dark Champion. Maybe Mantis will be a better option for those who do not have those units. Maybe it will be good until we get Kraken and Crab. Because obviously we're gonna get Kraken, so that will replace Bone Dragon or Dark Champion within the two moms. And then we can still replace one of them. So obviously maybe the top tier players will be utilizing both of them. Who knows? At the moment until we get the banner. Obviously, I'll try to do as many tests on Monday as possible and I'll give you answers, guys. But for now, thank you for watching. As always, stay safe and I'll see you next week. Bye.